Hey, what's up my people? It's OB Keeng again with another video for you guys. Today I'm going to talk about the 2023 presidential candidates list. OB Keeng to ease no eye, coming out with the music to ease your mind. Another presidential season is upon us again. In fact, they even brought Twitter back this time so that they can campaign better. This is my worst season out of all the seasons. Campaign season is always very annoying. Twitter is back for us, so we can throw back and forth insults to each other now about which presidential candidates we should support. Presidential candidates are only declaring 1 year before the election, so you can't get to know them. Rival parties begin to pop up from the woodwork. You don't know where they came from with their weird logos. There was one logo in the last election that made me laugh. I think it was a spider on top of a broomstick. I remember the one with the corn in front of the Nigerian flag. Okay, now for some background on the 2023 general elections coming up. The past 2-3 years has been very tough for us Nigerians. I mean, everybody is feeling it, from the villages down to the cities, and not just because of the COVID pandemic. Inflation went up, the lockdowns made everybody scared, and in spite of the lack of food, the unemployment, some government officials actually saw it fit to decide to hide COVID-19 palliatives from us, which many Nigerians found because we are very good at finding things. And our president, when confronted with all these bad statistics about his presidency, he actually said that everybody needs to go back to the farm.
When he took over office in 2015, our debt stock at the time was about 12 trillion. Now it is about 32 trillion. Inflation rate was about 9%. It is now sitting about over 15%. Unemployment rate was about 8.19%. It is now 33.28%.
Well, I'm not sure how correct the calculations are, but all I know is that we have to allow people to get access to the farms. As I said, we just have to go back to the land. We have to go back to the land.
And when he's confronted with who he's supporting for the 2023 presidential elections, he says he's not going to anoint anybody. I'm actually talking about the Nigerian presidential elections coming up in the year 2023. So it's always a very big event for Nigerians, because then we get to decide which candidates we are going to be insulting for the next 4 years on Twitter. This time around, we are going into it with peculiar circumstances. We're about to have 8 years of rule from a government that is from the north, so it's assumed that the next president is supposed to be from the south. So there are a lot of southern candidates that are popping out from the woodwork, making their political moves. Some are moving to the APC, some are moving to the PDP, which are two of our most prominent parties in Nigeria. Some are making their intentions known early, some are keeping it very close to their chest till this time. So everybody is playing the political game. In 2019 presidential elections, there were 73 presidential candidates, which is crazy by any standard. Many of them, they never actually entered into the race with the plan of winning or even thinking that they could win. Before the election, 12 candidates stepped down for President Buhari, which nobody knows what happened there. But now it seems it's kind of profitable to run for president. I mean, you can build your CV. I guess you get approached with offers to step down or to support a certain candidate. I know there were even some issues between a party and the candidate they put forward. I remember Donald Duke was running for president as well under SDP, and they actually had court cases trying to determine who was the legitimate presidential candidate to run for that party. Okay, apart from the whole zoning thing, the whole president needs to come from the north or president needs to come from the south, we had an electoral reform bill that was going to address the issues with our elections, but Apparently, the president cannot sign the bill because he feels there's some issues that have to do with party primaries with the bill. If that bill is not signed, INEC won't be able to implement the use of technology in our elections. So there's a high likelihood, since we're already so close to the elections, that it's going to be the same manual process. That means the same brouhaha we've always faced with previous elections. We're talking the ballot box snatching, having more votes than the number of registered voters in the polling units, all that jazz. We're already so close to the election, so I don't see much changes being made before the time gets here. But at least we can have some fun with it. Nigerians, we just need to laugh and forget our issues. You can't kill yourself. Even me now, as I'm making this video, I don't know if DSS will come for me tomorrow, but I don't see why. It's all in good jest. We're just cracking jokes here. I don't even really believe in the presidency changing your life. I think it's something that you have to make a decision to change your life. If you're not happy about how things are going, you have to be the one to push to make a better life for yourself. I've been watching a lot of Young Ripper 59 videos, and the guy speaks a lot about libertarianism. Young Ripper speaks a lot about being a libertarian. It's starting to sound appealing to me, but my whole point is that, look, at the end of the day, you are born alone, you're going to die alone. You have to find a way to survive, government or no government. The bureaucracy in governments, they are usually so busy and so focused, and they have their own personal ambitions. So at the end of the day, nobody has the time to think about you. You just have to try and see how you can personally improve your nation, if you are passionate about that, and improve yourself. Okay, so I've talked too much about the state of our country. Now time to get to the presidential candidates list. This is a list of people that have declared their intention to become president in 2023. They may not have declared officially, but they have declared to their parties. They are the people that, okay, we expect to start making noise from now to when the election is about to start, which is in 2023. So let's get to it. Okay, the first candidate I have on my list is the first runner-up for the last elections, which is 2019 elections, Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar ran under the PDP platform in 2019. He felt he was cheated out of the seat, so he went to court, but court shut it down at Supreme Court level. They didn't even read the case at Supreme Court level. They just said he lacked merit and dropped it. I think he was even famously pictured crying once when he was declared that he lost. So I guess he really wants the seat. The issue I see for him now is he's already popular, he's quite popular, but the issue for him, I think, is because of this whole zoning thing. I don't know if his party would give him the ticket because he's not from the south, he's from the north. Buhari has spent 8 years. It would be weird having Atiku come in to spend. It might cause issues between the north and the south. The north and the south thing, I don't think it's a documented rule, it's just an unspoken rule to prevent bese between the north and the south. Because when you're in a country as complex as Nigeria, when the power is focused on one part of the country, the other parts will begin to feel left out. We're united, but we're not united like that. Since losing in 2019, he has continued with his campaign on the underground. So why I'm even mentioning him first is, okay, I feel he has the best chance based on past presidents. Next I have on the list is the Jagaban of Lagos, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Did I get that right? Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a very strong heavyweight in Lagos politics. Started out as their governor under the AD, and during that period it was said that he was at loggerheads with the president, which was President Olusegun Obasanjo of the PDP. They are both seen as kingmakers in Nigerian politics. Tinubu has basically had influence in every governor that came after him to rule Lagos State. I mean, they always show him respect. He's very influential in Nigerian politics. His wife is a senator, Remi Tinubu. Recently, Tinubu went and met Buhari and told him it's his lifelong dream to become president. We've known for a long time. When he came out He didn't seem very happy. I mean, at least that's the way reporters captured it. He was like, yeah, I've told Buhari my intentions. He doesn't have to endorse me. So when Tinubu was asked what the president position was on his decision to run for president in 2023, he kind of got a bit defensive. He said, that's our business. He's a Democrat. He didn't ask me to stop. He didn't ask me not to attempt and pursue my ambition. It's a lifelong ambition. So why do you expect him to say more than that? Okay, the journalist also asked him about his role as a kingmaker in the state. He said about the cap of the kingmaker. I've never seen the cap of a kingmaker before. That is the truth. And I've never seen where it is written in the rule book anywhere in any country that a kingmaker cannot be king unless you commit murder. Wow. I want to pursue my ambition without the title of a kingmaker. You can write your literature and your story based upon your own perception. Okay, that's not scary at all. Right, yes, so Tinubu is running and he has declared his intention and is going full speed ahead. He has been meeting with different stakeholders in different states. So I think he has been planning this for a long time, but it kind of kept it close to the chest. If Tinubu is running, he's more likely to run under the platform of the APC, obviously. Next on the potential president's list is Dele Momodu. This was a very weird one for me when he declared, because he announced that he was just joining politics 2 months ago. But within the past 2 years, he has been conducting these interviews with a lot of political bigwigs, with even secessionists, with a lot of interesting personalities in Nigeria. So I guess he might have been nursing this ambition for a while, but maybe he just recently had, the courage, or he had everything in place and decided, okay, I'm going to run. Dele Momodu, of course, is the CEO of Ovation Magazine. Ovation Magazine is a lifestyle magazine that shows a lot of events involving the elites. He's a businessman, a successful businessman. He wants to run under the platform of the PDP. We'll see if he gets the ticket. Good luck to him. Some of my friends I told, they're like, is he running for local government? In Nigeria, there's this thing where if you are running for president, you are supposed to be somebody that has already gained clout. Probably you spent a lot of time in the government space and you have this structure. Because Nigerians always talk about this structure. And usually the structure involves being able to reach all parts of the country with your subordinates. But basically, it just means when you are sharing goodies to get people to vote, do you have enough that can reach, and the logistics to reach the whole country to get your point across? You know what I'm saying? Dele Momodu, he doesn't have that political clout if you are looking at it from that perspective. Who knows? Let's see how it goes for him. Good luck to him. Good luck to everybody on this list anyway. Next person on the list is rumored. It was rumored that President Buhari is kind of rooting for or trying to push our former president, Goodluck Jonathan, to run again. I don't know if there's any truth to this rumor. President Jonathan is popular. He lost to Buhari. I mean, Buhari is the one that seated him. But it was a rumor that was circulating on newspapers for a while. There are some conspiracy theories as to why he would support Goodluck Jonathan to come back. Next person on the list is Kingsley Moghalu. Kingsley Moghalu ran the 2019 presidential elections under the YPP party. There was this whole issue between him, OB and Omoyele Sowore in 2019. I think they were supposed to run under one party. Yes, and Fela Dorotoye. I think they were supposed to run under one party, but they ended up splitting up and running under all their separate parties, and they didn't get much votes at the end of the day. It was rumored that Kingsley Moghalu was the one that kind of started the breakup, because he felt he was the one that was supposed to run under the platform. I think it was called Pact, but everybody under that agreement decided to run on their own separate parties. So that's how it went, and none of them were successful, although they had their small wins in their own way. I mean, it's not easy to run for president anyway. They gave some very good debates on channels, which I was a fan of that day. So Kingsley Moghalu is running. He is the former deputy governor of CBN. We'll see how far he goes. He ran under the YPP last time. We'll see what party he runs under this time. And good luck to him. Showore is my guy. In fact, I've chopped a lot of insults for that guy because I feel that guy is really going through it for the sake of Nigeria. I mean, he can't even see his family in America. For about 2-3 years now, he can't travel to see his family. We've held his passports. He's been detained for no just reason. He was released only when the American Senate wrote a letter on his behalf to Nigerian government. So that guy don't suffer. I just believe he has this love for Nigeria, but nobody said, dude, go to America and enjoy your life, for God's sake. His newspaper is seen as a propaganda outlet by many. But I respect the guy's courage. I just hope nothing happens to him. I'm a fan. Next on the list is Dele Momodu. Dele Momodu is the current governor of Ebonyi State. Recently decamped to APC because I guess he was nursing his presidential ambition. He wants to run under the platform of the APC, obviously. So we'll see how it goes. That primary in APC is going to be a very contentious one. That's all I have to say. People in Ebonyi State, you can give your feedback on Dele Momodu in the comments. At least let me learn. Next on the list is Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi State. Governor Yahaya Bello has not officially declared that he's running for president in 2023, but if you go to his state, I mean, I traveled a lot in the past year, so passing through his state, you see a lot of billboards and like, yeah, he's going to run for president. And he has said that he's interested in the position. So I think what he has going for him is like he's one of the youngest people that have declared interest. Like he's seen as a youth that is running for the presidential position. He has had some scandals in the past. Basically, his thing about not paying salaries in the state and then loaning money and putting it in a fixed deposit for the same purpose. The FCC investigated him, but they dropped the charges, but they took the money away from him, at least a substantial part of the money. But he's running for president. He might be your president. If he's running, I assume he'll be running under the party of the APC. Let's see how it goes. Do you think he'll be successful? Final person on my list for now is Senator Orji Uzor Kalu. Senator Orji Uzor Kalu says he's planning on running, but he hasn't declared officially for president. So he'll be coming out. He was arrested not long ago. Well, it was a very weird time. And when he was released, he was welcomed by the Senate. They called him a hero, I think. I thought it was very weird. So now he's planning on running. We'll see how that goes. He's, of course, former governor of Abia State. What I personally remember him for was when Enyimba was winning the CAF Champions League. Enyimba is the state football team. So they were winning the CAF Champions League, and it was kind of attributed to him for like revamping the whole club. Alright, this is the 2023 presidential candidates list as of today. The list may change, more people may come into the list, some people may drop out as time goes on. Nigerian politics is very fun, very annoying, but very fun. It takes time, effort, and special understanding to follow Nigerian politics, but I'm trying my best. Alright, so who do you support for presidency in 2023? Who do you want to run? Who don't you want to run? Who do you want to see in that seat? Are you just tired of Nigerian politics as a whole? Are there any presidential candidates that I left out? If there are, please let me know in the comments. If you are in support of any of the candidates, tell me why I should support them, because I am going to vote, but I don't really know who to vote for. So Just give me an idea in the comments. Once again, my name is OB Keeng. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.